Good morning, Sunshine House. Today is Friday, September 25th in ELA today. I sent out everyone a message via Google Classroom to indicate whether or not you are on the right track for using the virtual notebook. Today, I want to show you how to do that because I think some people are really, really lost. And so in order to do that, I need you to go to the Google Classroom. So again, find your waffle, find the classroom, sixth grade ELA, click on that classroom. That should be something that you're very familiar with doing by now. And the virtual notebook is found in the classwork tab. So go to the classwork tab and under assignments, and if you don't see assignments, then you got to scroll down and keep looking. Look at all those things I have in the classroom for you. Click on virtual notebook. Here's where I can see everybody's notebook. So when I click on 42 notebooks, I can pull up every single one of you and peek in at what you're doing. For some of you, you haven't started. And for some of you, you're totally on the right track. I want you to keep going. For those of you who are completely confused, this is your notebook on the left-hand side. Once you click on your notebook, you can, using the little toolbar, scroll down to see all of the pages in your notebook. This is your notebook where you will store all of your thinking, your goals, your jots, what books you're reading, and for how long or how many pages. So when I click on the first slide, it's going to show me enlarged right here, the very first page of the notebook. Now, if you're having a hard time seeing it because it's so small on your screen, there's a little magnifying glass over here that you can click on the arrow down and zoom in. Notice that there's a text box. It's outlined in blue. If I double click in there, I then can see my cursor. I am going to make sure that I have my font selected and the size that I think I want it. And I'm going to start typing my name. If I don't like the size, I can highlight it and make it smaller or bigger. That's totally up to you. Once you've entered your name, you can then go back to the left side and click out of the first slide and go to the second slide, which is the table of contents. These are the sections of your notebook. I don't need that right now, so I'm going to go to the third slide. I'm going to scroll down so I can see the third slide. Here's where you're going to keep track of your goals. Now notice I've already started adding my goals, but if I click here, that blue text box appears again. Here's where I can go in, double click, and I can add more goals. Remember, if you can't see it, you have to go up to the magnifying glass, or you can change the size of your font. Make sure you play around with that. So what are my reading goals for the first 6 weeks? Enter those here. If I scroll down, now I'm on the right side of the screen. I have to scroll down to see more. I chose this goal because I need to work on, or I want to be stronger because be a stronger reader so that I can participate more in class, whatever you want. And then down here, I keep scrolling on the right side. Who can help me achieve my goal? My teacher, my friends. So whoever else you think you can find to help you achieve these goals. Now, I'm done with this page. I can't go any further on the right side. So now I have to jump over to the left side and go back to slide 3. I want to go to slide 4 because there's more to goals. Now I can't see all of them, so I have to go back to the right side, scroll back up, click in the text box. What do I need to do to meet these goals? All right. Find an interesting book that holds my attention. Find a quiet spot to read. I should have time to read, right? So what are things that I need to meet my goals? I can't see the next text box, so I'm going to scroll down. How can my community help me reach my goals? So I double click in that box. What Mrs. Mills can help me find new books to read. What can Mrs. Bartow do? That's me. Mrs. Shard, our reading specialist, what can she do to help, right? This is the community. Now, if I scroll down using the right side, now it says reflection. At the end of 6 weeks, did I reach my goal? You do not have to do this text box because we haven't gone 6 weeks into the future, right? So skip that. I'm done with my goals. Once you're done with your goals, I go back to the left side and I see that slide 5 is more reflection. So I skip that. I'm going to scroll down to my reading log. Now, the reading log is meant for us to keep track of what we're reading for how long. Okay. So I'm going to double click in here. It brings me to my text box. I have to go all the way to the end of my last entry, which is Bunnicula. I finished the crossover. I read for 12 minutes. I read from pages 1 to 19, and I understand that's hard to read. But now I'm going to press enter, enter, enter 3 times, just so that I can get it on the lines. I'm going to enter today's date, 9/25/20. I'm going to press the tab key. You don't always have to just use the space bar. Tab in the upper left-hand side of your keyboard. It's a nice feature. Try it sometime. I'm still reading Bunnicula. I pressed tab. I don't have any books that I finished at this time. And today I read for 15 minutes. Okay. That's the reading log. Now, when I'm done with that, I'm going to scroll down to slide 10, which is the jot lot. This is where you're placing your own thinking. So as you read today, you are trying to be able to put one sticky note or jot down of what you're thinking. So I already have 2 of them started. I'm going to click on my text box. I'm going to make another text box. Oop, there it is. Oop, there it is. I can make a different border color if I want. I can weigh the border color. I can even change it to a dotted line or a dashed line. Once I have that, I'm going to just adjust it a little bit. I double click inside. I'm going to write down the title of the book that I was reading. And then whatever I was thinking, at the beginning here, This is my prediction that I predict the dog and cat will not like the new pet rabbit that arrived. And that was on page 5. Okay. So there's another sticky note, evidence that I am thinking while I'm reading. And that's what you should be doing. You can keep this out um, as you're reading. But your virtual notebook is for you, you guys. You're keeping track of things in here. You can't be afraid to click on things and start typing. So that's the goal today. I'm going to check in with you during the Google Meet just to see. I want to see, and you're going to show me your virtual notebooks so that we can talk about it. All right. If anyone out there watched the whole thing and you can tell me what this mystery object is, you will be thrown into a hat for a chance to win a prize. All right. So I know this was a long one today. Good job. Keep working hard out there.